Usually the AA competition coming up here, getting their experience that they need against these top-tier teams. A lot of converts, a lot of athletic bodies for this Hornets side. Playing against their neighbors, UC Davis. And here we go. Sacramento State gets the ball away. Good restart. Aggies underneath the pill. Looking to go left and right. Trying to find a way through. Bradford out to the edge in the midfield. Sacramento State happy to let UC Davis come to them. And the rush defense from the outside from Sacramento State on that occasion. Bradford tries to find something in the middle. Good pass to the outside. On to the edge. The Aggies are running, advancing the ball, but looks like we're coming back for a forward pass. Referee Tim Lewis says, not so fast. We're bringing back for a penalty.
So Davis patient with possession, trying to work it to some of their speedsters. We spoke of William Bradford in the number 10 jersey today. Neiman in the number 12 jersey as well has been quite a threat for the Aggies. We'll see Sacramento State powerful here in the scrum. An opportunity here for Coughlin with the put-in.
Get your bind, get your bind.
Scrum set. Coughlin with the put-in. Out the back, the Hornets on the charge. Out to the midfield. An unlucky pass there. Went into contact. Tried to make something out of it. But right there, we're going to come back for the penalty. Not really sure what happened in the middle of the field there. Got caught in between being a runner and a passer. You've got to go ahead and make that decision early if you're Sacramento State. And we've got the Aggies with the put-in. Bradford, the danger man. Not a bad option to have him pick off the back. Looking to have a go, it squirts back. And again, offsides penalty. UC Davis, slow and steady, making their way into Hornet territory. Back into the danger man. Steps back inside, tries to beat one, pass to the outside. That's in the hands of Matt Schoenberger. Good defense by Sac State. Bunch of Hornets on their feet, switch back inside. Nice pass. Broken defense by Sacramento State. It's going to see UC Davis dot it down for their first try of the match from a very patient attacking opportunity in the Hornet end.
It was an uncharacteristic misstep from Coughlin in that number 6 jersey. Offsides on the scrum, over pursuit, when instead he could have stayed home, and instead it gives possession to the Aggies and gives them the opportunity to tap and go. Again, breaking the Sacramento State defense, doing it through the hands, getting into the outside, and then back again towards the middle of the field. Davis strikes first.
This very patient play from Davis, working back and forth, and a lot of communication needed by the Sac State squad to keep their defensive lines intact. And Naumberg, the senior, displays this one a bit wide from the post. We'll have an unconverted try by UC Davis, ahead 5-0 against Sac State.
We'll see how Sacramento State regroups, looking for the kickoff receipt. Their team's spread.
Low driving kick right to the hands of the Hornets. And good hard charging run. But it looks like a dip tackle. And a penalty going towards the way of the Hornets. Marcus Romero, the recipient of that tackle. Referee Tim Liu telling him, like, hey, you got to bring him to the ground safe. He can't lift those hips up like that anymore. And here we go, the Hornets on the attack on the outside. Stepping back inside, and again electing to go ahead, not spin the ball wide, attacking the middle of the pitch. And here we go, on the edge. That's what we like to see from Sac State. And again, we've got a breakthrough from Sacramento State. Are they going to catch him? The big man with the ball in one hand. And that's what happens when you get some athletes with the ball in their hand on the edge. Big number 8, Gavin Smith, getting over the try line.
we saw this young man light up in earlier games. Again, some of these rosters changing their numbers throughout the tournament, so apologies there. But Kenneth Kimbrell, he had a hat trick in the earlier Sacramento State win. What a find for Coach Steve Seifert, getting him trained up as best possible in his second sevens competition, lighting up the scoreboard here as he finds his footing in the sport of rugby.
You know, Steve Seifert talked about his squad and said there's a lot of raw talent on the team, and just got to teach these guys some sevens principles. We've got to go ahead and maintain our width, let the ball do the work, and get these athletes with the ball in their hands on the corners with one-on-one opportunities. And you see a lot of great athletic moments like that from these guys.
We look at that replay, the pass from Alejandro Fisher, and is off to the races for Kimbrell. He is just able to break that Aggies line.
Ball up, it looks like it might have been a knock on the tackle, back inside for Sacramento State. Play on, says the referee. Hook shots aplenty. Offload city for Sac State. The Hornets going out to the middle. Nice pace out to the outside to Marquise. He finds a little bit of space on the inside. Nice pop Paxton. Sacramento State is looking alive here and dotting down for their second try. Amazing stuff from them. Great running rugby from the Hornets.
Holy cow, those offloads, the continuity, the support there. Every single Hornets player touched the ball. Everybody involved in that play. And because they had such a front foot forward, there was nothing that the Aggies could do. Alejandro Fisher, he gave up the pass that created the try before, goes over the line. Exciting sevens being played here by Sacramento State.
And that's better composure when you talk about maintaining your shape on attack. It's moving that pill out to the edge, attacking with a phase play attack, dynamic running on the edges. And take another look at here, the hook passes, the presence of mind. Nice job keeping the ball alive. That's continuity rugby. Double tackles coming in from the Aggies, leaves open a lot of space on the outside, leading to this try on the corner. And back to the action here, Sacramento State back at it inside the Aggies 22, rumbling forward. They're finding their confidence late in this West Coast Sevens. Back into Coughlin, out to the outside. Nice pop pass. Sac State, a lot of players on their feet to the outside, but choosing again to go through the middle. They had numbers on the edge. 3 Hornets on their feet to the left. See if they maintain their sheep. Coughlin spinning through contact. Play on, says the referee, that's fine. Space on the right. Trevion Darden taking it up the middle. Nice pop pass out the side. Good fend, the big man trying to get his legs free. A lot of Aggie defenders playing brave defense from these big Sac State runners, trying to counter. Big pass out to the outside to the captain. Hornets on their feet, but trying to get through, and the ball doesn't go to hand, and it's a knock-on. But that's going to end the first half. Sacramento State, the Hornets lead 14-5 over their neighbors, UC Davis.
Davis with the momentum to start the match, but Sac State able to get back into it with 2 quick tries. Kenneth Kimbrell in the number 9 jersey doing a lot of work. Particularly impressed, though, with number 10, Gavin Smith, in the middle of the field. We've seen contact, and then he's had at least 2 really long passes to redistribute and get the ball to space. So talking about Sevens principles, letting the ball do the work, using space. As soon as Sacramento State takes 2-3 phases of contact, they're able to redistribute and get the ball out wide and try to spread this Aggies defense, and it has been working.
When we talk about Steve Seifert and what he's trying to do with the Sacramento State program, he's bringing a lot of these guys in, first-timers, teaching them how the game is played. They've been able to sit here and watch some of the best sevens here in college rugby and really figure out, hey, what works, what doesn't work. We've got to really maintain our shape out there, and just being around the game at this level. That's why he's here and entered this team into the tournament, normally competing in the AA competition. But a lot of great lessons, a lot of great exposure for this team, especially with assistant coach Anthony Saliber over there, a Cal product. A lot of rugby knowledge coming in for Sacramento State.
Yeah, you look at, what might be a little bit of bravery entering a competition like this, coming up against the likes of Cal 2 yesterday. That was a 40-0 loss for these Hornets. But again, taking the lessons learned, playing against top sides, when they're playing sevens on form, they're able to take that, to adjust, they can get the film, and the rugby IQ of these players is being accelerated to such a high level. And watching a player like Kimbrell come alive is just, a joy to see. Davis, of course, still in it, 14-5 the mark. This is a program that's been around for 100 years in the state of California. Again, more 15s focused, but prepping these guys for what should be a long run into the 15s playoffs as the season advances.
UC Davis down 5 points to 14 with the kickoff here, trying to find some attack, get back on the scoreboard. The Hornets playing with a lot of confidence here. Can they maintain in the second half? And we get underway. Long kick to the corner. Well taken by the Hornets. Pass back inside. Good fend, nice strength, good physical run. That's number 10, Fisher. Good strike move up the middle. The Aggies defense still coming through. And penalty against UC Davis.
Davis is lucky they didn't get a second card there for playing the ball away. Something that happens in the game of sevens, and we think of like those technical things, the yellow card for the intentional knock.
Coughlin gets the ball underway here. A lot of Sacramento State players on their feet looking for action. The ball nearly intercepted, but bobbled back into the hands of UC Davis in Hornet territory. And the Aggies are running.
Eyes up, spread! Eyes up! Eyes up! Eyes up! Ali, go for you! That's it!
Scrappy stuff at the breakdown. Quick tap by Bradford. He takes it up quickly. Supports there on the outside. Good step by the Aggies. And they'll dot it down under the sticks after a great penalty play and a sense of urgency to attack a reforming Sacramento State defense.
It's a great lofty pass there by Bradford going behind the back. Just leaves the ball in space, striking forward for Davis, number 21. And they get themselves on the board, opening the second half with the try, 14-10. We'll wait for the conversion attempt to come, but straight under the post. And our try scorer going to take the conversion attempt. An unfortunate bobble there from Sacramento State, turning over possession, but Davis doing well to counter.
That's better by UC Davis, putting on the pressure and taking those opportunities off that great turnover ball. No better ball in sevens than a quick turnover and finding space. UC Davis. And again, going ahead and having that line drive kick to the right side. Doesn't go to hand. Pressure up from UC Davis. 15, Max Schoenberger coming up, making a tackle. On the ball, bobbled by Sac State, but still on his feet. Nice fend on the outside. The sweeper to beat. Does he have the gas to make it? The Hornets putting the ball back. Do they have support? Coughlin coughs it up. The Aggies trying to get this pill. Sac State on the run, attacking. Fisher trying to go through the middle. Scrappy stuff at the breakdown. A lot of Hornets on their feet. The captain, Coughlin, nice dummy through the middle, straight through the guts, and he's going to get a score in response to extend Sacramento State's lead. Got the wrong score there. UC Davis has 10.
An excellent effort by Sacramento State, again in transition deep from their own territory. We saw the line break and the moves downfield by Kenneth Cambrell in the number 9 jersey. Moving it forward, Coughlin, he hasn't scored many tries, but he has been such a linchpin of this Sacramento State team. A key defender when it comes to playing scrum half, a distributor in the middle of the field, and again, that number 10 for Sac State. Really setting up a lot. We've seen him make the long passes, and instead he gets a little bit of a carry. The Hornets extending their lead.
And a great play by Sacramento State. A lot of athletic bodies out there on the gallop, getting a score back for their squad. The Aggies, nice pickup at the shoelaces from the kickoff, showing some skills. The Aggies still want to play some rugby. Bradford, dangerous, darting across the field. He's got a bit of a half gap across the entire field trying to make something happen. The hook pass doesn't go to hand, and that's going to be a knock on, maybe a little too much from the Aggies star player.
So this will give Sacramento State the ball back again inside of 3 minutes left to play. There's a corrected score, 21-12 Sacramento State. The Hornets are leading. We'll take a look here. A scrum on this near sideline, so it's going to be Coughlin and Bradford. A little contest between the two scrum halves and key playmakers, key speedsters for their teams.
So those last moments for a lot of these squads, once you get the corner, if you run out of space, what do? You can't panic. Take the breakdown, take contact, reset it. Just want to see a little bit more composure from these teams. And nearly picked off by the Aggies. Marquise Thomas gets his legs free on the outside. Nice bend. Does he have the space, the pace to get through the edge? But he's shoelace tackled on the edge, popping it back to a Sacramento State supporter. Nearly having a score for Marquise Thomas.
A whole lot of action. We saw the attempt at the intercept by the Aggies. Sacramento State taking it back the other direction, waiting to get the ball back in play. Thomas with quite the break, trying to buy his team some time to get the support there, but just can't quite get the last play off. This is going to be a line out to Davis with 90 seconds left to go.
We've got a breakdown here on the edge. The captain, Coughlin, looking to go quickly. And welcome, rugby fans. We're on beautiful Treasure Island in the Bay Area, San Francisco, as the backdrop for the second day action of the West Coast Sevens, the best of college rugby, competing for the championship cup. We're right in the middle of the action of UC Davis Aggies against the Sacramento State. 30 seconds left on the clock with Sacramento State leading 21-12 as UC Davis and Bradford looking to put on a show here and get their team back on top. Ball squirts out in contact. Offload, and the Aggies are on the trot again. Nice tackle by the Hornets. Numbers on the outside. The Aggies trying to find some form of attack going through the middle. Good run there by number 13, Naumburg. And straight through the middle, the Aggies are running. Straight through the middle. That's number 4. He's going to dot it down in the middle of the post. UC Davis needed it, but time's expired on the clock.
So fantastic sequence of play to end the game here in this Shield final. Sacramento State going to come away with the lead. Sacramento State, some fantastic rugby play, but Davis showing us what good sevens is about. Scoring the try in transition. The runners are there. 21-19. Sacramento State holds on to win. Just one conversion being the difference. And this is what we want to see. Teams elevating as the tournament goes on. Excellent play. Teams having a rough go on day one of this 2-day event. But it's going to be Sacramento State as your Shield champions taking 13th place here at the West Coast Sevens.
Incredible stuff from Sacramento State. They usually play in the AA competition, playing up in this one. They came out, head coach Steve Seifert wanted to get his team exposure out here with the top tier level players in tournament play. And they did a great job coming out. They're going to go home to Sacramento, a little bit of an hour drive, and bring home some hardware and look to go ahead and compete next weekend in their own championship rounds. And we're going to have a little bit of the history of the West Coast Sevens here in the Bay Area, a little video for you.